supreme pontiff of Hinduism, let us understand the need for the activities, the various activities, the spiritual routines. What are the how they are getting implemented in the Kailasas de facto spiritual centers. Let us understand some of the world statistics and the how Kailasa is successful in implementing in combating this pandemic. In the world today, younger adults are more likely to report symptoms of anxiety and or depressive disorder during the COVID-19 pandemic. The ages 18 to 24, 56.2%, and ages 25 to 49, about 48.9%, and ages 50 to 64, about 39.1%, and ages 65 plus, about 29.3. So this shows, the statistics shows the young adults about 18 to 24 are more are affected with anxiety and depressive disorders. The average share of adults reporting symptoms of anxiety disorder and depressive disorder from January to June in 2019 for the 6 month period, what it used to be 11%, is now in just 1 month in 2021 increased to 41.1%. According to Household Pulse survey, the report is very alarming. The percentages are based on responses to the GAD2 and PHQ2 scales. Pulse findings shown here for January 6th to 18, 2021 have been stable overall since data collection begins in April 2020. The source of this is NHIS Early Release Program and US Census Bureau Household Pulse Survey. Some more data with the young, showing that young adults are the share of adults reporting symptoms of anxiety and or depressive disorder during the COVID-19 pandemic. The young adults are more than the as the age, about 65% are 65 age and plus are the least affected. So how are you feeling? What employees say they feel more than half the time at work. 34% say they are tired, 34% say they are stressed, and 27% say they are burnt out. And 22% say they are discouraged, and 19% say they are distracted, and 17% say they are depressed. The stress in America 2020, a national mental health crisis. COVID-19 is a significant stressor for most Americans. Nearly 8 in 10, that is almost 78%, say the coronavirus pandemic is a significant source of stress in their life. Nearly 7 in 10, that is 67%, say they have experienced increased stress over the course of the pandemic. 1 in 4 essential workers, which is 25%, diagnosed with the mental health disorder since the start of the pandemic. The COVID-19 could exacerbate the doctor's existing mental health burden. More than 60,000 US healthcare workers have contracted COVID-19, 300 have died. Of the health workers who treated patients during the China's COVID-19 outbreak, 50% showed signs of depression and 45% showed signs of anxiety, according to the preliminary researchers. The self-reported mental health among the pregnant women, new mothers, before the COVID-19 pandemic, the depression levels are 15%, but during the COVID-19 pandemic, which increased to 40.7%. And the before COVID-19 pandemic, The anxiety levels are at the 29%, and during the pandemic, it is increased to 72%. US cases of depression have tripled during the COVID-19 pandemic. A large study finds a dramatic increase in the number of adults in the United States reporting symptoms of depression during the COVID-19 pandemic. The number of adults experiencing depression in the United States has tripled. According to a major study, researchers estimate that the more than 1 in 4 US adults are now report experiencing symptoms of depression. Before the pandemic, 8.5% of US adults reported being depressed. That number has risen to 27.8 as the country struggles to COVID-19. Some more reports of the US employees which say burnt out. Um, the COVID-19 impacts on mental health again on the workers hit the young workers hit the hardest. More than 89% of which ages between 22 to 25 affected the worst, and 83% which ranges between 26 to 37, and 73% hit with 38 to 54, and about 55 to 74, which 62%. Now let us understand, now understanding the statistics, how Kailas is contributing. The contributions from the Kailasa's Department of Human Services. The Kailasa Department of Religion and Worship, the Department of Human Services, and each of the Kailasa's temple ecosystems consider the right of happiness to be the highest fundamental right of all human beings, in fact, all beings. The ultimate goal for Hinduism and Kailasa, led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the material and spiritual well-being and prosperity of humanity. Kailasa is a place where everything related to superconsciousness is revived. All the sampradayas, all the spiritual ecosystems created for enlightenment will be revived and established in such a way it never gets lost again. They're forever serving the humanity. Now let us see some of the glimpses of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism over the period of 27 years, how he revived the Kailasa's ecosystems across the world tirelessly and reviving. And some of these glimpses that you see, the photos are from the year taken on 21st October 2006, following a meditation under the sacred banyan tree in Adi Kailasa. The peacekeepers of Kailasa and along with the children of the Nithyananda Gurukul celebrate the auspicious occasion of Deepavali. On 22nd December 2018, the peacekeepers of Kailasa and the participants of the Paramashivoham meditation workshop take part in the celebrations of a traditional flag hoisting ceremony, the Adi Kailasa Bidadi, which the picture is taken on 22nd December 2018. Now you're seeing the pictures of the taken on 14th December 2006, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducting the Nithyananda Spurana Convention, which is also called Life Bliss Program Level 2, a meditation workshop at Chennai, where you will find the thousands of people attending this program. And on 17th December 2006, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducting the Nithyananda Spurana Convention, which is also called Life Bliss Program Level 2, at the St. Peter's Engineering College, Chennai, India, where you will see thousands are attending this program. Now you are seeing the pictures of the peacekeepers of Kailasa and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism embark on the Himalaya Yatra. the traditional sacred pilgrimage to the Himalayan mountains and up to the river Ganga. This picture is taken on 26th May 2006. Now we are seeing the pictures which taken on 20th December 2011, where the temple ecosystem of Tiruvannamalai serves as the driving factor in maintaining the lifestyle of health, wealth, and well-being for these citizens of Tiruvannamalai, one of the remaining temple ecosystem where you find the supreme pontiff of Hinduism waving the flag and inviting thousands of devotees. Now you're seeing the pictures of the peacekeepers of Kailasa and participants of the Paramashivoham meditation workshop take part in morning meditation and traditional puja and our ritualistic worship. The pictures are taken on 31st December 2018. The pictures are taken in Adi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetam. Now you're seeing the pictures are the peacekeepers of Kailasa, led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, take part in Karaseva, the voluntary contribution of physical service towards the cleaning or construction of the sacred Hindu temple. The pictures are where you'll find the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism demonstrating himself the value of the Karaseva. The picture taken on 11th September 2016. Now you're seeing the picture of Kailasa's embassies, the ecosystems across the world, which spread across the continents. Now you're seeing the pictures of the first ever Kailasa ecosystem in 1994, where the Mataji Vividananda Puri handed over the Kailasa in Tiruvannamalai. Handed over, traditionally passed to the hands of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Rightmost picture that you're seeing are taken on 2017, where Kailasa and Tiruvannamalai receiving visitors and delegates for the Kalpataru meditation workshop and Shivadiksha. Now you're seeing the pictures of 11th March 2017, Kailasa in Tiruvannamalai. Thousands arrived to celebrate the enlightenment ecosystem and to traditionally meet the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Now you're seeing the pictures are from Kailasa in Los Angeles, California. The Western headquarters, which has the temple complex, has a 25,000 square foot, housing over 80 plus deities. It is one of the largest Hindu temple ecosystems in the West. Now you're seeing the pictures in Kailasa in Columbus, Ohio. The first temple established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism outside of India. The temple physically came to life in just 9 months. The chief presiding deities of the temple are Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva and Nithyanandeshwari Paramashakti. The deities are 7 feet tall granite, made of granite and weighing 6 tons. And their divine faces have been directly hand-carved by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Now you're seeing the pictures of Kailasa in Seattle, Washington, housing the blissful dancing form of Ganesha, the largest living Nataraja deity outside of India. Kailasa in Seattle is also known as Chidambaram of the West. The Chidambaram temple, it's an ancient Hindu temple where Paramashiva resides as Nataraja, the cosmic dancer. And he is the expression of Akasha, the space dimension. And the Nataraja has also been revealed to be the center of the Earth's magnetic equator. Now you are seeing the pictures from Kailasa in San Jose, California. Inaugurated in 2009, Kailasa in San Jose radiates the energy of Madurai Meenakshi Temple. Madurai Meenakshi Temple is the home to Devi Meenakshi and the Divine Cosmic Mother, the consort of Lord Sundareshwara, the most blissful form of Lord Shiva. So, Kailas in San Jose, the chief presiding deities of the temple of Devi Meenakshi, and the Paramashivalinga and the Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva and Devi Nithyanandeshwari Paramashakti, um, which have been created, installed, and energized by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself. Now you're seeing the pictures are Kailasa in St. Louis, Missouri. Alongside the Shivalinga and Nityananda Ganesha, Kailasa in St. Louis carries the energy of the Tirumala Tirupati of South India, which is most beloved of the Lord Vishnu and whose temple is the most visited of any religion in the world. So the Kailasa in St. Louis houses one of the tallest Venkateshwara deities in North America, along with his consorts of Sri Devi and Bhudevi. The beautiful landscape nestled among the woods and the rolling hills of Missouri stretches for 20 acres. Now you're seeing the pictures of Kailasa in Phoenix, Arizona, home to over 21 deities and with a temple structure of 25 square foot. Kailasa in Phoenix has been directly established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, served as an energy field of worship, meditation, and celebration for over 7 years. Now you're seeing the pictures of from Kailasa in Houston, Texas, USA. Formally inaugurated in 2017, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has declared Kailasa in Houston as the Parihara Sthala for all the Navagraha doshas. The Now you're seeing the pictures are from Kailasa in Toronto, Canada. Inaugurated on July 2011, Kailasa in Toronto is the only Hindu temple in the West with all 63 Navanas and the 18 Siddhas residing as deities. The temple deities here are seated exactly as they existentially preside in the Kailasa around Paramashiva, the primordial deity of Hinduism. Navanas are the most endearing and notable saints of Hinduism, and the siddhas meaning the accomplished perfected one. Some more pictures from the Kailasa in Toronto, Canada, live and active from 2011 onwards. Kailasa in Toronto has been blessed to radiate the superconsciousness energy of Kailasa. This temple ecosystem goes on providing various temple services to the community, such as Annadan and traditional Hindu ceremonies. Now, let us see the morning spiritual routine and enlightenment ecosystem in the Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassies with the blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The morning spiritual routine is the fuel to reach Kailasa. The morning routine and the chemical changes it brings in you, and the healing it does in your system, and the biological rhythm it sets in your system, all of them are very important. It is an important fuel for you to experience the multiple dimensions of the universe. Spiritual routine and integrity to the spiritual routine initiations are completely private, personal between you and me. The members of Kailasa's Protective, Preventive, Multi-Layered Quarantine Initiative take part every day in the morning spiritual routine here in Adi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetham. The morning spiritual routine consists of the Nityananda Yoga, Panchakriya, Nitya Pratyaksha Paduka Puja, Kashayam, which is the herbal drinks, and the Nitya Satsang by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Morning spiritual routine will tune your biological clock to the spiritual practices because the chemistry that you enjoy inside matters. That decides the kind of plane of the universe, dimensions of the universe you are going to experience. Kailasa or Patala. Kailasa is the place where the Paramashiva lives. Patala is the place where demons live. And Swarga or Naraka. Swarga is Naraka is hell. The morning spiritual routine is the direct path to Kailasa. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism says, person who is in love will wait to spend time with the beloved. If you are a seeker and you will be waiting for these 5 hours every day, because that is the time you get near what you are seeking closely. A person who is in love will be waiting to spend time with the beloved. A person who is seeking will be waiting to spend these 4 hours, because this is the time you get closest to what you are seeking. Your seeking takes shape into the system. When your beloved comes near you, if you are tired, the love is gone, dead. During the morning 4 hours, if you are bored, your seeking is dead and gone. You need thorough overhauling inside you. You need to ask yourself, you need to question the many of your answers, and you need to bring pure questioning back to your life. The morning yoga, when you do the yoga, you experience your entire body becoming Amrita Sharira. It becomes an ecstatic body just by the air, without any external touch. The Panchakriya, the Panchakriya involves the 5 powerful processes to remove toxins and impurities from your the system. Just like how we take a shower every day to clean the external parts of our body, Panchakriya is a powerful cleansing process which cleanses the internal organs of our body, keeping it cool. And these techniques are not only cleanse our body, but bring peace and balance to our mind and lightness and bliss into our being. In puja, you experience the space of bhakti, the devotion, and the space of surrender that occurs to you from this devotion moves you from I, which is so heavy, to the God or Guru. This surrender allows us to drop all the unnecessary baggage from the head. One of the beautiful pujas in Hinduism is Rudrabhishekam. In Rudrabhishekam, we offer sacred bath to Shivalinga while chanting the powerful mantras. The Shivalinga is the deity which beautifully represents the divine. Its form indicates how God is beyond form and formless. In puja, we sit down and connect with God by performing Rudrabhishekam. O Sadashiva, O God, I know you are the source of everything, and you are everything, and you are in this Shivalinga, and you are in this body. Let me connect with you, and let you reveal yourself to me. When we sit in that bhava, when we sit with that context and do the action of Rudrabhishekam, we experience the bhava samadhi. Only bhava samadhi can give us the highest taste and highest joy in life. Rudrabhishekam is a beautiful ritual which allows us to experience the bhava samadhi of Shivoham, that I am the divine. In morning spiritual routine, when you do it, you will manifest shaktis and spiritual powers. If you just follow this morning 5 hours enough, you will have walk shakti, all shaktis manifesting in you, because all the obstacles of manifesting shaktis, the tiredness, boredom, pitta, fatigue, everything will be churned out in that morning 5 hours. The morning puja is the best powerful mandala process, the Shakti Pata, melting your being, and then sitting and listening to the sacred truths, constantly inspiring, engaging, alive, awakening. Just this morning 5 hours. If you can bring integrity and authenticity, all the obstacles stopping you from power manifestation will disappear. You can perform all the spiritual practices by yourself, like morning yoga and nitya puja, but there will always be risk of losing your initial inspiration and excitement after a few days or after a few weeks. Living in the enlightenment ecosystem, even if your boredom or tiredness try to pull you down, the sangha will support you, help you by giving the wake up call and supporting you to complete your incompletions. So join now and save your life and protect your life. Register now through the link below, https colon forward slash kailasa.org kailasa care. Now we'll moving on to the next segment of this program after a short break.
Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation Connecting with the divine, with your eyes open, is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
श्रीनित्यनन्दार्थबन्धो भस्मलिप्ताङ्गगाङ्गेय कारुण्यसिन्धु श्रीनित्यनन्दार्थबन्धो भस्मलिप्ताङ्गगाङ्गेय कारुण्यसिन्धु श्रीनित्यनन्दार्थबन्धो रुद्राक्षधारिन् नमस्ते रौद्ररोगं हरत्वं परारेर्गुरोर्मे रुद्राक्षधारिन् नमस्ते रौद्ररोगं हरत्वं परारेर्गुरोर्मे राकेन्दुवक्त्रं भवन्तं माररूपं कुमारं भजे कामपूरम् राकेन्दुवक्त्रं भवन्तं माररूपं कुमारं भजे कामपूरम् श्रीनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते गुरुनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते श्रीनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते गुरुनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते श्रीनित्यनन्दार्थबन्धो मां पाहि रोगादघोरात् मङ्गलापाङ्गपादेन भङ्गात् स्वराणां मां पाहि रोगादघोरात् मङ्गलापाङ्गपादेन भङ्गात् स्वराणां कालाच्च दुष्पाककूलात् कालकालस्य सूनुं भजे क्रान्तसानुं कालाच्च दुष्पाककूलात् कालकालस्य सूनुं भजे क्रान्तसानुं श्रीनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते गुरुनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते श्रीनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते गुरुनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते श्रीनित्यानन्दार्थबन्धो यस्य शिष्या ब्रह्मपुत्रा गिरौ यस्य सोपानभूता ब्रह्मादयो यस्य शिष्या ब्रह्मपुत्रा गिरौ यस्य सोपानभूता सैन्यं सुराक्ष्वापि सर्वे सामवेदादिगेयं भजे नित्यानन्दम् सैन्यं सुराक्ष्वापि सर्वे सामवेदादिगेयं भजे नित्यानन्दम् श्रीनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते गुरुनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते श्रीनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते गुरुनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते श्रीनित्यानन्दार्थबन्धो काषाय संवीतगात्रम् कामरोगादिसंहारि भिक्षान्नपात्रम् काषाय संवीतगात्रम् कामरोगादिसंहारि भिक्षान्नपात्रम् कारुण्यसम्पूर्णनेत्रम् शक्तिहस्तं पवित्रं भजे नित्यानन्दम् कारुण्यसम्पूर्णनेत्रम् शक्तिहस्तं पवित्रं भजे नित्यानन्दम् श्रीनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते गुरु नित्यानन्दा नमस्ते श्रीनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते गुरु नित्यानन्दा नमस्ते श्रीनित्यानन्दार्थबन्धो श्रीनित्यशैले वसन्तम् साधु सङ्गस्य रोगान् सदा संहरन्तम् श्रीनित्यशैले वसन्तम् साधु सङ्गस्य रोगान् सदा संहरन्तम् ओङ्कारतत्त्वं वदन्तम् शम्भुकर्णे हसन्तम् भजेऽहं शिशुन्तम् ओङ्कारतत्त्वं वदन्तम् शम्भुकर्णे हसन्तम् भजेऽहं शिशुन्तम् श्रीनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते गुरु नित्यानन्दा नमस्ते श्रीनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते गुरु नित्यानन्दा नमस्ते श्रीनित्यानन्दार्थबन्धो स्तोत्रं कृतं चित्रचित्रं दीक्षितानन्दरामेण सर्वार्थसिद्ध्यै स्तोत्रं कृतं चित्रचित्रं दीक्षितानन्दरामेण सर्वार्थसिद्ध्यै भक्त्या पठेत्यः प्रभाते देवदेव प्रसादात् लभेदाष्टसिद्धिम् भक्त्या पठेत्यः प्रभाते देवदेव प्रसादात् लभेदाष्टसिद्धिम् श्रीनित्यानन्दार्थबन्धो भस्मलिप्ताङ्गगाङ्गेय कारुण्यसिन्धो श्रीनित्यानन्दार्थबन्धो भस्मलिप्ताङ्गगाङ्गेय कारुण्यसिन्धो श्रीनित्यानन्दार्थबन्धो श्रीनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते गुरु नित्यानन्दा नमस्ते வெள்ளிமலை கைலை விட்டு நித்யானந்தனே தங்கமலை அருணை வந்தாய் நித்யானந்தனே வெள்ளிமலை கைலை விட்டு நித்யானந்தனே தங்கமலை அருணை வந்தாய் நித்யானந்தனே நித்யானந்தனே நீ பரபிரம்மானந்த ஞானி ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி நித்யானந்தனே நீ பரபிரம்மானந்த ஞானி ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி வெள்ளிமலை கைலை விட்டு நித்யானந்தனே தங்கமலை அருணை வந்தாய் நித்யானந்தனே வெள்ளிமலை கைலை விட்டு நித்யானந்தனே தங்கமலை அருணை வந்தாய் நித்யானந்தனே சோனமலை வந்துதித்த நித்யானந்தனே சோனமலை வந்துதித்த சாமி. நித்யானந்தனே நீ பரபிரம்மானந்த ஞானி, ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி. வெள்ளிமலை கைலை விட்டு நித்யானந்தனே, தங்கமலை அருணை வந்தாய் நித்யானந்தனே. வெள்ளிமலை கைலை விட்டு நித்யானந்தனே, தங்கமலை அருணை வந்தாய் நித்யானந்தனே. ஞானமெனும் ஆனந்த தீபம் ஏற்றியே, ஞானமெனும் ஆனந்த தீபம் ஏற்றியே, எங்கள் வாழ்வில் இன்ப ஜோதியான நித்யானந்தனே.
அகந்தையற்ற காம குரோதம் அனைத்தும் இங்கு மாய்ந்து போக, அகந்தையற்ற காம குரோதம் அனைத்தும் இங்கு மாய்ந்து போக, தியானந்தனை தானமாக தந்த தெய்வமே.
நித்யானந்தனே நீ பரபிரம்மானந்த ஞானி, ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி. நித்யானந்தனே நீ பரபிரம்மானந்த ஞானி, ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி. வெள்ளிமலை கைலை விட்டு நித்யானந்தனே, தங்கமலை அருணை வந்தாய் நித்யானந்தனே. வெள்ளிமலை கைலை விட்டு நித்யானந்தனே, தங்கமலை அருணை வந்தாய் நித்யானந்தனே. தாரணியின் அவல கோலம் நீக்குவதற்கே, தாரணியின் அவல கோலம் நீக்குவதற்கே, ஒரு தவத்தின் கோலம் பூண்டனையே நித்யானந்தனே.
நின் நாமந்தனை நாவில் ஏந்தி ஞான மார்க்கத்தினை பற்றி, நின் நாமந்தனை நாவில் ஏந்தி ஞான மார்க்கத்தினை பற்றி, வாழ்வில் பெரும் பேறு பெற்றோம் நித்யானந்தனே.
நித்யானந்தனே நீ பரபிரம்மானந்த ஞானி, ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி. நித்யானந்தனே நீ பரபிரம்மானந்த ஞானி, ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி. வெள்ளிமலை கைலை விட்டு நித்யானந்தனே, தங்கமலை அருணை வந்தாய் நித்யானந்தனே. வெள்ளிமலை கைலை விட்டு நித்யானந்தனே, தங்கமலை அருணை வந்தாய் நித்யானந்தனே. ஆனந்த கந்தவாசம் செய்யும் எம்மையே, இங்கு ஆட்சி செய்யும் ஆதிதேவன் நித்யானந்தனே.
ஆனந்தம் நித்யானந்தம் ஆரோக்கியம் பக்தி ஸ்புரணம், ஆனந்தம் நித்யானந்தம் ஆரோக்கியம் பக்தி ஸ்புரணத்தோடு தியான சிகிச்சை தந்த நித்யானந்தனே.
நித்யானந்தனே நீ பரபிரம்மானந்த ஞானி, ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி. நித்யானந்தனே நீ பரபிரம்மானந்த ஞானி, ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி. வெள்ளிமலை கைலை விட்டு நித்யானந்தனே, தங்கமலை அருணை வந்தாய் நித்யானந்தனே. நித்யானந்தனே நீ பரபிரம்மானந்த ஞானி, ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி. நித்யானந்தனே நீ பரபிரம்மானந்த ஞானி, ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி. அகமாகி ஜெகமாலும் ஆதிசக்தி நீ, நித்ய அவதாரமாய் வந்து வாழும் சக்தி நீ.
வல்வினைகள் வீட்டிடவே கொண்ட துயர் மாய்த்திடவே, வல்வினைகள் வீட்டிடவே கொண்ட துயர் மாய்த்திடவே, வாழ்வின் பொருளாக நின்ற நித்திய சக்தி நீ.
நித்யானந்தனே நீ பரபிரம்மானந்த ஞானி, ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி. நித்யானந்தனே நீ பரபிரம்மானந்த ஞானி, ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி. வெள்ளிமலை கைலை விட்டு நித்யானந்தனே, தங்கமலை அருணை வந்தாய் நித்யானந்தனே. வெள்ளிமலை கைலை விட்டு நித்யானந்தனே, தங்கமலை அருணை வந்தாய் நித்யானந்தனே. நித்யானந்தனே நீ பரபிரம்மானந்த ஞானி, ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி. நித்யானந்தனே நீ பரபிரம்மானந்த ஞானி, ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி. ஞானபீட தாரகையாம் நித்யானந்தனே, எங்கள் வாழ்வில் சாரமானவனே நித்யானந்தனே.
ஞானக்கருத்திலே திளைத்து வாழ்வில் பற்றுதல் கடக்க, ஞானக்கருத்திலே திளைத்து வாழ்வில் பற்றுதல் கடக்க, தாளினையே பற்றுகின்றோம் நித்யானந்தனே.
நித்யானந்தனே நீ பரபிரம்மானந்த ஞானி, ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி. நித்யானந்தனே நீ பரபிரம்மானந்த ஞானி, ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி. வெள்ளிமலை கைலை விட்டு நித்யானந்தனே, சாமி. நித்யானந்தனே நீ பரபிரம்மானந்த ஞானி, ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி. நித்யானந்தனே நீ பரபிரம்மானந்த ஞானி, ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி. ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி. வெள்ளிமலை கைலை விட்டு நித்யானந்தனே, தங்கமலை அருணை வந்தாய் நித்யானந்தனே. வெள்ளிமலை கைலை விட்டு நித்யானந்தனே, தங்கமலை அருணை வந்தாய் நித்யானந்தனே. நித்யானந்தனே நீ பரபிரம்மானந்த ஞானி, ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி. நித்யானந்தனே நீ பரபிரம்மானந்த ஞானி, ஆனந்தானுபவத்தை இங்கு அருள வந்த சாமி. வெள்ளிமலை கைலை விட்டு நித்யானந்தனே, தங்கமலை அருணை வந்தாய் நித்யானந்தனே. வெள்ளிமலை கைலை விட்டு நித்யானந்தனே, தங்கமலை அருணை வந்தாய் நித்யானந்தனே.
नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि परमशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respect. I welcome all the living, practicing Hindus, everyone sitting with us all over the world. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Listen. Conscious sovereignty not only brings you the freedom, it brings right purpose for your freedom. Not just health, right reason why you should be healthy. Not just wealth, right reason why you should be wealthy. Not just freedom, right reason what for you need freedom, what kind of freedom you need. Understand? Not just powers, what kind of powers you need for your fulfillment. Not just freedom, bringing the purpose for your freedom. Not just bliss, bringing the purpose for your existence. I tell you, the beauty of conscious sovereignty is the moment you hear this truth, get initiated, your inner space expands to that level. You can never go back to the old past, same old personality or identity. You can never back to be same old. That is why that initiation is always called, Shakti Pada is always called, giving you second birth, rebirth. Initiated one who got the Shakti Pada is called Dvija, reborn. Because once you receive Shakti Pada, you can never go back to the same old existence, same old identity. Once in a while you can have mood swing, that's your freedom. But you can never go back to be the same person. Listen. The most beautiful, absolutely beautiful thing that can happen to life is constantly delete past. Constantly upgrade yourself. The more and more you get into a space where you cannot go back to your past, the more and more you will find higher way of existing. Higher form of existing. Listen. I have seen some of the most beautiful beings in my life. My own Guru, Arunagiri Yogeshwara himself. An extraordinarily beautiful and graceful. I have seen most graceful, beautiful beings in my life from all walks of life. My own Guru, Arunagiri Yogeshwara, Raghupati Yogi, Ram Surat Kumar, at least all these names I uttered, they are all not bound by certain responsibility or organization or organized living. But living inside the organization, very organized living, but very graceful beings I have seen. Srimad Swami Gautamananda ji. He is still alive. If you are in Chennai or Tamil Nadu, never miss having his darshan. He lives in Chennai, Mailapur, Ramakrishna Mat. Tiruchi Swami, Kailashashram. Of course, Tiruchi Swami is not in the body. He has attained Jiva Samadhi. Some of these beings, especially Srimad Swami Gautamanandaji, is within the organization. Very organized living. But I have seen him in close quarters. The kind of the conscious sovereignty he manifests. An absolute clarity. Extremely powerful understanding of Vedanta, highest truths, unimaginable. Same way, Swami Kamalatmananda, he is still alive. He is the head of the Madurai Ramakrishna Mutt. I had the fortune of sitting at his feet and learning. He radiates the grace of Shiva Bhakti. I have seen such wonderful people in my life who demonstrated, who proved that conscious sovereignty, manifesting it, living it is possible in all walks of life. In all walks of life. Whether you are a free living individual or living in an organization or even married and living with wife, a householder life. I have seen so many graceful people in my life radiating conscious sovereignty. Listen carefully. Some of the greatest revelations I received from my Guru, Arunagiri Yogeshwara. And when I started implementing it in my life, and when I started teaching, and when my disciples who are initiated by me, when they started implementing in their life, and when they came back and gave me the feedback, the right, wrong, good, bad, success, failure, compilation of all this knowledge, the essence of all this I am sharing with you all. Understand? Three things I wanted to convey. Conscious sovereignty brings not just health for the way you want to live your life. Conscious sovereignty not just brings freedom, it brings freedom with a purpose. For example, when you are suffering with diabetes, eating sugar is not freedom, it is a suicide. You can't say, oh, can't I even have a freedom to eat sugar? People cry, saying, are they kept in prison? Don't they have the freedom to eat sugar? Hey, listen. when you are having diabetic, freedom to eat sugar is not freedom, it is suicide. Freedom to have the food for your health in a tasty way is freedom. Freedom to do what you want with the right purpose is freedom. See, realizing the right purpose of your life and having freedom to live it, progress towards it is freedom. I feel so happy when I see Soumya and her mother, both of them in the Hyderabad, when they come, religiously they will sit. Especially mother is elderly person, but even if she feels little sleepy, because now it is already 11 o'clock, late night in India. But I have never seen her missing the satsang. Actually, this is freedom. Even some of the Adinavasis are not that regular. They try to crib, saying, "Oh, are we put in jail or what? Anytime the satsang, we will have to come and sit or what? 11 o'clock, are we not having freedom to sleep?" Hey, when there is a satsang going on, if you have all the infrastructure and you are freed from all other work or responsibility, the satsang is the real freedom. So freedom with a purpose. Understand? Freedom for your purpose is the freedom. Health for your purpose is health. Wealth for your purpose is wealth. I tell you, last 3 years, studying many different ideas about economy and many different countries' economy policies, how it is geopolitical centered, how it is the ideology like communism or socialism or capitalism centered, and how various countries function their economy. There are some countries which gives high interest for deposits. There are some countries which gives minus interest. Means they take money from you to keep your money. So all kinds of economies I studied. I wanted to tell you all few things. It is actually knowing your higher purpose, conscious sovereignty makes you really wealthy. I tell you, still planet Earth functions based on Varnashrama Dharma. Cosmos functions on Varnashrama Dharma. After studying so many countries' economical policies, how the economies are kept alive, to come up with a right economical policy closest to Vedagamas. See, I wanted to implement the Veda Agamas as it is, map it as it is. So the closest possible structure on which I can map. So I can fine tune the whole thing to focus as Paramashiva wanted, the whole Vedagamic civilization. So I have spent huge resources, energy, time, ultimately Paramashiva's blessings and samadhi and revelations he gives in samadhi. With everything I thoroughly analyzed, I came to the realization planet Earth runs based on Varnashrama Dharma. Wherever Vaishyas exist with their Vaishya Dharma, that nations become wealthy. The economical intellectuals, their thought currents, and the ecosystem they want to nourish. I am studying the Japanese economical intellectuals and the US economical intellectuals and the ecosystem they are nourishing. The Indian economical intellectuals and the ecosystem they are nourishing. All this I studied. Finally, I realized, I could see clearly what exactly Paramashiva revealed in Vedas and Agamas and penned down in Dharmashastras. That exact Varnashrama Dharma is the most successful strategy for life. I was studying elaborately. I'll give you just understandings. This will be directly useful for your life. There are many countries which attract the investments which is not needed for them. Those investments become load on them, and then they try to lend with less interest rate just to rotate that money and keep that money circulating because they don't know what to do, and those loans become NPAs, non-performing assets, in 3 to 5 years. It's a vicious circle. They are caught in vicious circle, having wealth without purpose. The conscious sovereignty is not nourished. Listen. If the conscious sovereignty in you is nourished, you build muscles, not fat. You build strength, not load. Same way in your economic principles. I am not saying money is bad. Be very clear. Money is good when you have the purpose. If not, you will not know what to do with it. I have always seen how the Indian middle class people think, first let me become engineer, then I will think what I want to become in my life. By the time you become engineer, you are already a fool and you don't know what to do with your life. And you don't even, actually after completely dampening you with the dumbest ideas and all outdated machineries which can be seen only in museum. Only those machines you will see in your workshops. when you study engineering. The great museum pieces. Only after all this is done, the certificate engineer is given to you. So by the time you absolutely develop the mentality of extremely non-involving and lazy, and your expectation, just because you are here, the society should serve you. That mentality is the source of all corruption you find anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. Listen carefully. Many times, just like Indian middle class mind thinks, oh, let me become first engineer, then I'll think what I want to become, what I want to do in my life. Same way, you guys think, let me first just acquire money, then I'll do what I want to do with that money. No. First, have conscious sovereignty. The society has become such now, none of you are in poverty and none of you are going to die without food. The moment you found your basic needs, food, shelter, clothes, focus on conscious sovereignty, realizing the core purpose of your existence. That will tell you the purpose for which you want wealth. So when you start working for wealth itself, you will continue to fulfill the purpose. So your life itself will be a joy. Your path and goal will be one and the same. You will be enjoying the very path, not waiting for the goal to celebrate your life. The path itself becomes celebration. I tell you, person who made path itself as a celebration lives in eternal vacation. See, I live in eternal vacation. I work 24/7 and I live in eternal vacation. I work actually 24/7 in multiple dimensions, multiple time zones, not just horizontal time zones, vertical time zones also. Understand, especially if you are young. When I say young, connected with me below 30. If you have connected with me below 30, you are eternally young. I will never let you age. I don't like getting aged. I like getting matured, but I don't like getting old or getting aged. So I will not do anything to you which I don't like. I will keep you eternally young. If you met me before 30, you are blessed. This is the time to find conscious sovereignty. Focus on that. If you met me before 30, I make you 16 and keep you 16 ever. Listen. When you find the idea of conscious sovereignty, you will never do the stupidity of questioning your life. Oh, why can't I eat sugar? Eating sugar is not wrong. But when you have diabetes, eating sugar is suicidal. So you are not controlled saying don't take sugar. You are protected with the understanding taking sugar is suicidal when you are diabetic. Even otherwise, taking sugar is not good for health. That is separate. I am telling you, listen. People think, let me find wealth, then I'll decide what I want to do. Hey, by the time you find wealth, you abused you and built a wrong mental setup. When will you break that? That breaking that becomes a big headache. I tell you, with conscious sovereignty, if you find wealth, you will live in absolute aparigraha. I tell you. Listen, I have seen some of the most graceful beings demonstrating minimalist lifestyle, literally having the amount of wealth equivalent to kings. Whether Tiruchi Swami is the founder and head of the Kailasha Mahasamsthana in Bangalore, which has branches all over India. He built a beautiful Devi temple, which is literally now golden temple. The whole Garbhagriha, Vimanam is golden and Garbha Mandir is golden. He literally built a golden temple for Devi. And the amount of wealth around him and the minimalist life he lived, he had everything, including golden throne, crown, jewels, everything. He will sit in the golden throne, silver throne, on those timings when he is receiving the Pada Puja or when he is doing his responsibilities. But in his personal life, he will not take one more extra bitter leaf from his own garden. He will not waste one bitter leaf from his own garden. And he will not get the third set of dress for his personal room. I asked him once, Swami, it is all for you. Why can't we have the few more sets of dress? He told in Tamil, hey, சிம்மாசனம் கொடை சப்பரம் சாமரம் எல்லாம் நமக்கு வேலை, உரிமை இல்லை, உடமை இல்லை. Means the palki, all the umbrella, paraphernalia, throne, all that is our job, responsibility. Neither right means Neither we are the owners, nor it is ours. Listen. When you find conscious sovereignty, you will have the ultimate clarity about wealth. Why wealth? And you will accumulate it with the right mental setup. Wealth will never bind you. It will only be under you. It can never imbalance you or delude you, make you behave, think unscientifically. Listen, wealth is one of the drug, can make you think irrationally and unscientifically. When the greed for wealth enters, you commit crimes which will not allow end of the day for you to enjoy the wealth, even if you acquire. That's a funny thing. Listen, greed for wealth is nothing but unconscious lifestyle. The conscious sovereignty will make you realize purpose of everything, purpose of health, purpose of wealth. See, what is the purpose of my health? I should be able to sit in Padmasana for any number of hours I want to sit, and my brain should be fresh, alive, to download the Akashic records and radiate it, share it with you all. That's all is the purpose of my health. So because I know the purpose, I keep myself healthy for that purpose. Over. My purpose is my body should cooperate with me to be in samadhi continuously and sit and initiate people, teach people whenever I want to do. That's all. Because the purpose is clear, I keep myself healthy for that. Many times, people want to be healthy, they start building six-pack, gymming, bodybuilding, all that. But after a few days, that six-pack and muscles, bodybuilding, the showing, that becomes so important and addictive. People take the banned drugs, steroids to look and lose health. Please understand, there are many people who build body unconsciously without knowing the purpose. They lose the body itself in the process of building the body. See how many bodybuilders die. By taking the wrong drugs, steroids to show. I tell you, same way, wealth. There are so many people unconsciously acquired wealth and don't know what to do. That load kills them. Our people around them exploit them, bind them, destroy their life, and life is lost. So in every level, conscious sovereignty is the first truth you should start experiencing. This should be your priority. Understand? Not just wealth, purpose of wealth. Not just health, purpose of health. Not just living unconsciously, purpose why you exist is the basic need for life. Listen. Delusion is suicidal. Delusion is suicidal. In every level, delusion is suicidal. I have seen people, the most graceful people, and I have also seen most stupid people. I have seen people not just talking something in the morning, talking something in the evening. Even in one conversation, the beginning they will talk some logic, and just in few statements they will completely opposite to the logic with which they started. I have seen sometimes people having one logic and talking for the other logic. I have seen that level loses. That kind of deluded people. Those are the moments I feel compassionate for myself. I feel really compassionate for myself. Anyhow, I think now everyone feels, is this me? Is this me? Is this me Swamiji is talking about? Is Swamiji thinking of me and telling this statement? Is Swamiji thinking of me and telling this statement? Anyhow, listen. I have seen all kinds of people. With my experience, I wanted you to know, time spent on understanding conscious sovereignty is the best time spent. Understand? Listen. Even manifesting powers manifest the right power for your purpose. Understand? The purpose you want to exist. I tell you, if you find the conscious sovereignty you will just feel eternally young. See, finding conscious sovereignty is not some difficult. You just need to know the larger purpose of your existence. Just be scientific, logical, rational to your higher purpose, larger purpose. Stop the shitty idea of you have only one life. That is the biggest shit dumped on you. You have been brainwashed with unwashable shit called you have only one life. Drop that shit. Your consciousness, assuming bodies after bodies, till you achieve your absolute conscious sovereignty. These are fundamental cosmic truths. Start looking at your life with these fundamental cosmic truths. Understand? Stop associating yourself with the delusion or the impact of drug called delusion on your brain as you. See, the impact of the delusion drug on your brain forms a fog called mind. You associate yourself with that and make your life's decisions, which is absolute unscientific. Listen, absolute unscientific. Understand that. Just listen. Be scientifically scientific. Logically logical. Rationally rational. As I said just now, Tiruchi Swamigal or Swami Gautamanandaji, the wealth around them is much more than kings will have. But they lived such absolute minimalist lifestyle. Because they know the purpose of wealth. I learned exactly that from my gurus. Kings living minimalistic lifestyle is possible only in Hindu tradition. Because if you know the conscious sovereignty, you will know the minimalistic lifestyle is powerful. It's an absolute power. This whole Chaturmasya, I name it as conscious sovereignty Chaturmasya. Manifesting powers through conscious sovereignty. See, manifest the right powers. There are many powers you may not need. That may just become load on you. Manifest the right power. Especially manifest powers by breaking the prenatal patterns called karma and postnatal karma called patterns. Break them and manifest powers. You will know exactly what kind of powers you need. If you are addicted to food pattern, break them. Then you will see the Nirahara manifest as a power, and not only you become healthy and you are free from addictions, you live long. Listen, if you are addicted to food patterns, I have a great news for you. Break those addictions through proper Nirahara Samyama step by step and manifest powers. You will see not only you become healthy, you will live long, because anything which addicts you, binds you, that pattern shows you the secret key for the powers you need to manifest. If you are greedy, bound by greed, deluded by greed, doesn't want to take responsibility, but you want everything, start practicing minimalistic lifestyle. You will manifest so much wealth, and you will enjoy the wealth, not wealth will be enjoying you. I tell you, many people just do watchman job, night watchman job, without sleeping, protecting their wealth. So they are not using the wealth, wealth is using them. People who are not able to sleep due to their worries about wealth, they are not enjoying the wealth, wealth is enjoying them. Like first few days you enjoy, you smoke, then cigarette smokes you. Understand what I am trying to tell you. Many times your delusion shows bad people as your friend, good people as your enemies. The pressure of hormones, chemicals, frustrations inside you dilutes you so badly. Conscious sovereignty is the only solution. Break from all postnatal, prenatal patterns. list all the prenatal, postnatal patterns and karmas binding you. Those patterns hold the secret key. What powers you should manifest and what kind of powers is right for you. I'll give you a few minutes. I'll give you Shaktipada and be here with you all to help you all to identify your patterns, break them, and manifest as powers. Let's start. First day. Conscious sovereignty, power manifestation process in this Chaturmasya. Get paper and pen, sit. Pen down all the patterns which chains you, binds you. Start writing.
அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் புவி எண்ணாத யோகமை கொண்டிட நித்யன் ஈரேழு லோகத்திற்கெட்டா ஈசன் முக்தி நேரி அருளவே நித்யனாய் ஊரகிற்கு வந்தம்மை ஆட்கொள்ள தேவர்களை காத்திட வைத்தான் தாயாய் பேரருள் புரிய உடல் ரோமம் சிலிர்த்திட நித்யனாய் வந்து அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் புவி எண்ணாத யோகமை கொண்டிட நித்யன் ஈரேழு லோகத்திற்கெட்டா ஈசன் முக்தி நெறி அருளவே நித்யனாய் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தார் திருவண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தார். கிளப்பி விட்டேனில் பர தத்துவம் கற்பித்த பாரமஞானியாய் ஞானக்கண் கொடுத்த தமக்கே ரூபம் காட்டிய மாய வித்தை செய்யும் நித்யன் வித்தை கிளப்பி விட்டேனில் பர தத்துவம் கற்பித்த பாரமஞானியாய் ஞானக்கண் கொடுத்த தமக்கே ரூபம் காட்டிய மாய வித்தை செய்யும் நித்யன் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் புவி எண்ணாத யோகமை கொண்டிட நித்யன் ஈரேழு லோகத்திற்கெட்டா ஈசன் முக்தி நேரி அருளவே நித்யனாய் பொருளான நித்யனை ஆழ்ந்து சிந்திக்க ஐயனின் ரூபம் விளங்கும் தாண்டும் சிவசக்தியாக ஐம்பொறிகளுக்கும் புலனாகின்ற நித்யன் பொருளான நித்யனை ஆழ்ந்து சிந்திக்க ஐயனின் ரூபம் விளங்கும் தாண்டும் சிவசக்தியாக ஐம்பொறிகளுக்கும் புலனாகின்ற நித்யன் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் புவி எண்ணாத யோகமை கொண்டிட நித்யன் ஈரேழு லோகத்திற்கெட்டா ஈசன் முக்தி நெறி அருளவே நித்யனாய் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் திருவண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான். உள்ளும் புறமும் இருந்து உயிர் பக்குவமாக்கிடும் பரமனாம் நித்யன் ஞானப்பாடி தங்கள் ஏழும் கொண்ட ஞானமும் ஆகியே ஆண்டிடும் நித்யன் உள்ளும் புறமும் இருந்து உயிர் பக்குவமாக்கிடும் பரமனாம் நித்யன் ஞானப்பாடி தங்கள் ஏழும் கொண்ட ஞானமும் ஆகியே ஆண்டிடும் நித்யன் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் புவி எண்ணாத யோகமை கொண்டிட நித்யன் ஈரேழு லோகத்திற்கெட்டா ஈசன் முக்தி நேரி அருளவே நித்யனாய் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் நித்யன் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான். வாக்கியங்களான அருள் கவிதைகள் நித்யனின் மகிமை சொல்லிடும் மகிமை அர்ப்பித்த பின்னே சிவசக்தி ஸ்வரூபமாய் தோன்றிடும் நித்யன் ஆப்த வாக்கியங்களான அருள் கவிதைகள் நித்யனின் மகிமை சொல்லிடும் மகிமை அர்ப்பித்த பின்னே சிவசக்தி ஸ்வரூபமாய் தோன்றிடும் நித்யன் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் புவி எண்ணாத யோகமை கொண்டிட நித்யன் ஈரேழு லோகத்திற்கெட்டா ஈசன் முக்தி நெறி அருளவே நித்யனாய் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் திருவண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான். தனிலே நித்யன் உன்னத நீலை மூலத்தில் வருமே விண்ணவர் மன்னவர் ஒப்ப அகிலம் ஆளும் கீர்த்தியுடை ஈசன் நித்யானந்தன் புண்ணிய சேத்திரம் தனிலே நித்யன் உன்னத நீலை மூலத்தில் வருமே விண்ணவர் மன்னவர் ஒப்ப அகிலம் ஆளும் கீர்த்தியுடை ஈசன் நித்யானந்தன் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தார் கொண்டிட நித்யன் ஈரேழு லோகத்து கெட்டார் ஈசன் முக்தி நெறி அருளவே நித்யனாய் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தார் நித்யன் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தார் உப்புரி நூலை தரித்தவன் ஐயன் வேதியன் வெந்நீர் பூசிய நித்யன் அண்டத்தின் மூலம் காரணன் முடிவற்ற ஆனந்தத்தை தொண்டற்கருள்வான் உப்புரி நூலை தரித்தவன் ஐயன் வேதியன் வெந்நீர் பூசிய நித்யன் அண்டத்தின் மூலம் காரணன் முடிவற்ற ஆனந்தத்தை தொண்டற்கருள்வான் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் புவி எண்ணாத யோகமே கொண்டிட நித்யன் ஈரேழு லோகத்திற்கெட்டார் ஈசன் முக்தி நெறி அருளவே நித்யனாய் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் நித்யன் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் பேரறிவு பொருள் நித்யன் உலகாளும் ஊரை மன்னவர் கழித்தவன் அர்த்தநாரீஸ்வரனாக அருள் செய்திட்டே எம்மை ஆட்கொண்டிடும் நித்யன் பேரறிவு பொருள் நித்யன் உலகாளும் ஊரை மன்னவர் கழித்தவன் அர்த்தநாரீஸ்வரனாக அருள் செய்திட்டே எம்மை ஆட்கொண்டிடும் நித்யன் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் புவி எண்ணாத யோகமே கொண்டிட நித்யன் ஈரேழு லோகத்திற்கெட்டார் ஈசன் முக்தி நெறி அருளவே நித்யனாய் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தார் நித்யன் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தார் பிறவி பிறவியாய் தேவர்கள் பரம்பொருளான பரமானையை தேட ஈசன் பிறவாமல் அக்கொண்டு எம்மை ஒரு தத்துவம் தன்னை உரைத்திட நித்யனாய் பிறவி பிறவியாய் தேவர்கள் பரம்பொருளான பரமானையை தேட ஈசன் பிறவாமல் அக்கொண்டு எம்மை ஒரு தத்துவம் தன்னை உரைத்திட நித்யனாய் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் புவி எண்ணாத யோகமே கொண்டிட நித்யன் ஈரேழு லோகத்திற்கெட்டார் ஈசன் முக்தி நெறி அருளவே நித்யனாய் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் திருவண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் எண்ணிலா வடிவமுடையவன் என்னும் எண்ணம் கடந்த முதற் பொருளானவன் பிறவி எழுத்தே சலிக்க அருள் தாகத்தை தீர்த்தன் வீணைகள் களைந்தான் எண்ணிலா வடிவமுடையவன் என்னும் எண்ணம் கடந்த முதற் பொருளானவன் பிறவி எழுத்தே சலிக்க அருள் தாகத்தை தீர்த்தன் வீணைகள் களைந்தான் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் புவி எண்ணாத யோகமே கொண்டிட நித்யன் ஈரேழு லோகத்திற்கெட்டார் ஈசன் முக்தி நெறி அருளவே நித்யனாய் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் நித்யன் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் ஆனந்தமாய் என்னுள் நித்யன் புத்தி மார்க்கத்தை காட்டி விட்டிருந்த அருள்வான் மாலையன் காணாத சோதியன் தெளித்தேனாய் நினைத்திட ஞானம் அருள்வான் ஆனந்தமாய் என்னுள் நித்யன் முக்தி மார்க்கத்தை காட்டி விட்டிருந்த அருள்வான் மாலையன் காணாத சோதியன் தெளித்தேனாய் நினைத்திட ஞானம் அருள்வான் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் புவி எண்ணாத யோகமே கொண்டிட நித்யன் ஈரேழு லோகத்திற்கெட்டார் ஈசன் முக்தி நெறி அருளவே நித்யனாய் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் நித்யன் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் வெற்றி குதிரை எதியே அடியார்கள் கூரைகளை ஏற்கின்ற நித்யன் சூழும் உறவினரோடு வந்த பாசந்தானை யாரு தேயம்மை காப்பான் வெற்றி குதிரை எதியே அடியார்கள் கூரைகளை ஏற்கின்ற நித்யன் சூழும் உறவினரோடு வந்த பாசந்தானை யாரு தேயம்மை காப்பான் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் புவி எண்ணாத யோகமே கொண்டிட நித்யன் ஈரேழு லோகத்திற்கெட்டார் ஈசன் முக்தி நெறி அருளவே நித்யனாய் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் நித்யன் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் நித்யனை பற்றுவதொன்றே உபாயம் என்பதானால் பற்றி பிடித்தோம் நித்யன் பாதம் ஒன்றி சதம். அவன் நாமம் சொல்லியே நித்யானந்தம் கொள்ளுவோம். நித்யனை பற்றுவதொன்றே உபாயம் என்பதானால் பற்றி பிடித்தோம் நித்யம் பாதம் ஒன்றி சதம். அவன் நாமம் சொல்லியே நித்யானந்தம் கொள்ளுவோம். அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் புதிய நாத யோகமே கொண்டிட நித்யன் ஈரேழு லோகத்தில் கெட்டா ஈசன் முக்தி நெறி அருளவே நித்யனாய் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் திருவண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான்.
நித்யானந்தா நித்ய தியான நித்யானந்தா தியான திங்கள் நித்யானந்தா நித்யானந்தா நித்ய திங்கள் நித்யானந்தா நித்ய தியான நித்யானந்தா தியான திங்கள் நித்யானந்தா நித்யானந்தா நித்ய திங்கள் நித்யானந்தா நித்ய தியான நித்யானந்தா தியான திங்கள் நித்யானந்தா நித்ய திங்கள் நித்யானந்தா நித்ய தியான நித்யானந்தா தியான திங்கள் நித்யானந்தா நித்யானந்தனே நித்யானந்தா சத்யவேதனே நித்யானந்தா வேத ரூபனே நித்யானந்தனே நித்யானந்தனே நித்யானந்தா சத்யவேதனே நித்யானந்தா வேத ரூபனே நித்யானந்தனே. நித்யானந்தா நித்ய தியான நித்யானந்தா தியான திங்கள் நித்யானந்தா நித்யானந்தா நித்ய திங்கள் நித்யானந்தா நித்ய தியான நித்யானந்தா தியான திங்கள் நித்யானந்தா நித்யானந்தா நித்ய திங்கள் நித்யானந்தா நித்ய தியான நித்யானந்தா தியான திங்கள் நித்யானந்தா நித்ய திங்கள் நித்யானந்தா நித்ய தியான நித்யானந்தா தியான திங்கள் நித்யானந்தா நித்யானந்தனே நித்யானந்தா சத்யவேதனே நித்யானந்தா வேத ரூபனே நித்யானந்தனே நித்யானந்தனே நித்யானந்தா சத்யவேதனே நித்யானந்தா வேத ரூபனே நித்யானந்தனே.
Bless you all as a living, complete manifestation, as a living Purnavatara of Paramashiva. I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, collective integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Paramadvaitam, Shuddhadvaita Saivam, the state, space, being, powers, superconsciousness and Kailasa of Paramashiva, Paramashivoham, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूपा परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूतद्राविडवेदप्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगतमुक्तामयचतुरश्रयान् गीयमान छत्रचामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादिसमस्तबिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञानविज्ञानचक्रवर्ती सर्वजनसङ्घसद्यो निर्वाणदीक्षाव्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमतकलभकेसरी शैवसिद्धान्त.
What I mean by the word e-Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is e-Kailasa. I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model community. Kailasas, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanyapitas all over the world. All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. This is a fundamental truth. Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystem. I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by The principle of dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. When you protect dharma, dharma protects you. We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive. Somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within the next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivoham. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashivoham will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Ekailashian. I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that. E-Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify.
Nithyanandam, everyone, welcome back. So now we will be getting into the next session where we will be manifesting the powers ourselves. So after this powerful satsang that all of us have watched right now, we are now all of us are initiated into all of the various Shaktis of Paramashivoham, and with the grace and blessings of Swamiji and the powerful Diksha that all of us received during the satsang, all the powerful cognitions, powerful conclusions, life positivity, all of that are now awakened in our consciousness and manifesting these Shaktis, these extraordinary Shaktis maps all of our powerful cognitions into our consciousness. So every ultimate truth, Jnana, is mapped into your consciousness, Prajna, and manifests as a possibility and power of every being, Prajnana. So today we will be manifesting the powers of third eye and remote vision, which is seeing with the eyes blindfolded and also seeing remote distances through the third eye. So all of you can now set up for the manifestation. You can get your eye band or an opaque cloth for the third eye reading for blindfolding your eyes. Then the Jnananjana and Aushadha, which you can apply. Then a Krishnasila mirror or yantra, a paper and a pen to note down your answers, and a timestamp camera to record your manifestation. So you can take a few moments to get all of these items set up. And now we'll be seeing the pramanas, the Shastra Pramana, Apta Pramana, Atma Pramana, and Pratyaksha Pramana, and Sakshi Pramana for this power of third eye, which is seeing with eyes blindfolded. So the Shastra Pramana for this power of third eye comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. I'll be chanting it now. Kapalantarmanonyasya tishtannilitalochanaha kramena manasodadyat lakshaye lakshyamuttamam. And the translation for this verse is, by fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession, by that stability of the mind in inner space through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal Lakshyam by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source Paramashiva. And the Apta Pramana for this power comes from the Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of the third eye before the Mahabharata war. Natu mam shakyase drashtu manenaiva swachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshuhu pashyam me yogamaishwaram. So in this verse, Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjuna, but you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore, I grant you divine third eye vision. Behold my cosmic opulence. So in the Hindu Purana Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye to behold Bhagavan Krishna's Vishwarupa Darshan, the vision of his cosmic form. And specifically in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which contains the description of Bhagavan Krishna's cosmic form, is completely narrated by Arjuna as he sees Bhagavan Krishna through his third eye. And the Atma Pramana for this, in Swamiji's own words, the first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree, 10 directions, below me, everything. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel and experience all of them as me. And now all of you can see the Pratyaksha Pramana, which is the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. So you can see the study measures were done on the metabolic cell activity of the brain. So using a PET, a positron emission tomography, the brain waves of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself was measured. And it was measured that when doing daily activities, there was high activity measured in the brain where the third eye is located. And when deep samadhi state, only the third eye region is active and almost 90% of the rest of the brain is at peace. And now the Sakshi Pramana, which is this, where this rare science, sacred science of third eye awakening, is being made available to all of us and to the whole humanity, for all of our ultimate enrichment and conscious evolution by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhan and His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. And as the living incarnation of Paramashiva, he embodies the most profound yogic states that surpass all the bounds of time, space, and matter. And he is now gifting this pure and great science of third eye awakening to all of us with many other spiritual sciences through initiation and Diksha. And all the millions of people who have been initiated into these powers and various sciences have experienced these profound results and extraordinary power manifestation in their day-to-day life. And now to get into the manifestation, all of you can click on the timestamp camera, which is an application from the App Store. So if you don't have it yet, you can download it on your device now. You can download any free timestamp camera and ensure that the time is shown on the screen and make sure that the camera is facing you. So please take a few moments to set this up. And now let's get into the power of third eye. So please close your eyes and blindfold yourself with an eye band or an opaque cloth, whichever you have. And now we will be projecting an image for all of you. So begin verbalizing whatever is revealed to you through your third eye. Now all of you can chant the Mahavakya, connect in oneness with Swamiji and Paramashivoham, and start verbalizing whatever is revealed to you through the third eye. The picture is being projected. Yes, now please relax. You can remove your eye bands and slowly open your eyes. Now please take a few minutes to type down whatever was revealed to you in your third eye and upload your power manifestation videos, pictures along with your answers on social media with the hashtags #Nithyananda, #Bhavasamadhi, and #Kalbhairava. So everyone can also see your experience of manifestation and can get enriched. And they also can experience these powers. And now let's take a minute to verify the answers. So we will be projecting the picture in front of all of you for you to verify. So this was the picture which was being projected was a picture of a temple. It is white in color. It has golden gopurams on top. There's a flag, then the sky, then there are some mountains in the back, and there are many buildings around. So if you saw anything related to anything in this picture, buildings, sky, plants, buildings, mountains, temple, flag, anything you saw, that's great. You have manifested the power. So you can give a round of applause for yourself and celebrate your manifestation. And now let's get into the next power, the power of remote vision, where it is the power to scan remote distances with ease. So this power is where you can see anything beyond the barriers of time, place, and space into the realms of realities of far-off distances. And you can even see oceans to planets away, being seated in just one place. And you can experience the happenings of any other place. So the remote vision power is literally the all-pervading experience of Paramashiva's own third eye. So now I'll be chanting the Shastra Pramana for this power. Vyomakaram swamatmanam dhyaye digviranavritam nirashaya chitishakti swarupam darshayet tada. So in this verse, Bhagavan Parameshwara says, concentrate and cognize with restful awareness on oneself in the form of vast etheric space or Vyomakaram, sky, which is limitless in any direction whatsoever. Thus the Chit Shakti, the power of consciousness, freed from all support, reveals and manifests herself as the form of one's essential nature of the self. And the next, the Apta Pramana for this power, is from the Hindu Purana Mahabharata, where during the entire war, the whole war, where the sacred scripture Bhagavad Gita is narrated to the blind king Dhritarashtra by his trusted charioteer Sanjaya. So Sanjaya is initiated into the power of third eye, of Dura Drishti, which is power of seeing remote distances, and Dura Shruti, power of hearing remote distances. And it is through this narration humanity has received the sacred scripture of Bhagavad Gita. And the Atma Pramana for this is from the life of the Supreme Pontiff himself, where he manifested this power of remote vision. So Narayana Swami Tata was one of the gurus of the Supreme Pontiff Hinduism, who was well known in Tiruvannamalai to see remote distances at ease. And one day a senior police officer came to Narayana Swami Tata, and they were seeking for help to find a thief whom they were searching for the last 1 week. Narayana Swami Tata then turned towards the Supreme Pontiff, towards Swamiji, and asked him to see the whereabouts in the mirror with the Jnananjana applied and show the police officer. Swamiji not only saw the whereabouts of the thief in the mirror, but he also showed the same to the police officer, after which the thief was caught in the same location as revealed by Swamiji. And now all of you can also see the Sakshi Pramana, where many disciples who have been initiated into this power have shared their experience of this power manifestation, where they have manifested the power themselves. And now we will be getting into the Sakshi Pramana, where all of you yourself will be manifesting this power of remote vision. So as we did before, all of you can click on the timestamp camera and ensure that the time is shown on the screen, and make sure that the camera is facing you. So please take a few moments to set this up. And now for the manifestation, we will be projecting a picture for all of you. Begin verbalizing all the details about that place, which is revealed to you through the third eye. And from the space of oneness, declare that you are Paramashiva and Paramashiva is manifesting to you through the Supreme Pontificalism, through Swamiji. And with that declaration, scan about the place in the image, and with the blessings and powers of Paramashiva, verbalize whatever is being revealed. So now let's get into the first round of remote vision. So we will be projecting a place for all of you. Now all of you can scan this temple. You can scan where this temple is located and what is the exterior and interior made of, and describe its interior, and what structures sit beside it. So you can all scan this temple, chant Mahavakya, intensely connect with Swamiji, and verbalize whatever is being revealed to you. Yes, now you can all take a few minutes to type down what was revealed to you in your third eye and upload your power manifestation videos, pictures along with your answers on social media with the hashtags #Nithyananda, #Bhavsamadhi, and #Kalabhairava. And now let's take a minute to verify the answer. So we will be projecting the answer for you. So this is a Murugan temple at Brookfields, Malaysia, and it is dedicated to Lord Murugan. And this sacred Hindu shrine in Brookfields, Malaysia is one of the most important temple in Malaysia for Tamil people. And this temple has been constructed with an aim to provide facilities and a place for worshipping, teaching religious scriptures and values, and indulging in philosophical activities based on Shaivism and Tamil language. So if you saw anything related to any of this, then that's great. And if you saw anything else related to the temple, you can also Google it up and see if anything related to this temple you have seen. And now let's get into the next power of remote vision. So as we did before, all of you can click on the timestamp camera and set it up in front of you. Make sure that the time is shown on the screen and it is facing you. Now you can scan where this temple is located and which deity is this temple named for. So please chant the Mahavakya and start manifesting. Yes, and now all of you can take a few minutes and type down what was revealed to you in your third eye. And you can also upload your power manifestation videos, pictures, along with your answers about what you have seen as the details of the temple. And you can add the hashtags, hashtag Nithyananda, hashtag Vavsamari, and hashtag Kalbhaiva, and post everything on social media and share with everyone else your experience of the power manifestation so they also can learn about it and come and experience these powers and these sciences. And now let's take a minute to verify the answers. So we will be projecting the answers for all of you, and you can verify it. So this temple is the only Hindu temple located in Seychelles, and it is located in the town of Victoria. Its name is Arulmigu Navashakti Vinayagar Temple, and it is named after Lord Vinayagar, the Hindu god of safety and prosperity. So if any of you saw anything related to this temple, then you have manifested the power and it indicates your successful manifestation. So you can give a round of applause for yourself and celebrate your manifestation. And now with this, we come to the conclusion of this power manifestation session. And I hope all of you have had an experience of the power manifestation, as we had a very powerful initiation in today's satsang. And with this, now we will be concluding with the Purna Mantra. We will be ending the session with the Purna Mantra. And I thank all of you who have joined us today for the Parashakti Akashic readings and for the satsang. I thank all of you for joining us today and hope all of you join us again for the further events and further programs every day at 2 a.m. IST and 4 p.m. IST, where we will be having the Parashakti Akashic readings. So now we will be concluding with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Paduka Pranamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you, everyone. Once again, thank you for joining. And please join us again for further events and programs. And remember to share your experience of this program and your power manifestation experience on social media. Please join us again for further events. Thank you, Nithyananda.